Hi, I'm Amalie Schaefer with Systematic Excellence Consulting, and today I'm going to go over note taking inside of ClickUp. So there's a couple of different ways to take notes inside ClickUp. I'm just going to show some examples. And if you have questions or not exactly sure how to organize it, there is a link below and you can book a free call and we can discuss, what might be the best option for you. So one of the first ways to take notes is just down here in the corner. There's an icon, little square icon with little squares inside of it, and you can do the notepad and open that up and create notes inside of here. You can create checklists inside of there. You can use that. And later, if you decide, you can actually turn it into a task by clicking the plus sign. So this is really flexible and awesome. So if you're working and you don't want to get distracted, you can leave yourself a note and come back to it later. Okay, so the second way for note taking, the example I set up here is if you have ongoing meetings with a client. Okay, so I set the date. You can put the due date of it. We can set the due date for each of these. Here, this is not part of note taking, but just to show you. So now what you can do is you can create a doc or a document inside of ClickUp to take notes on. So you have a couple of ways. You could take notes right inside of the description, which would be fine. That's one way to do it. You can create a new doc right inside of here, and it's going to open up a document. So let's say we name this, client's name, and this is the June 9th meeting notes. Maybe that's what you wanted to call it or whatever. And then you can take notes inside of here. This is already associated with the June 9th task. So we don't need to link it to anything else, but let's say, all right, so we'll leave that one there. And then you can find your document. So you can find the doc inside of here, but what you can also do is find it in your docs. If you click on docs here, you go to all. These are just some other documents that I've created. There you can see the client name and June 9th meeting notes. Good to go. And you can take notes there. Now, what I do want to show you that I think would be probably helpful in my opinion is you can actually have nested pages inside of the document. So you have your notes all in one place. So that would look like adding a doc view. So just clicking on view, going to doc, add the view. Now this main document is associated with the meetings list. If I created that view inside the folder, it would be associated with the folder. If I created it in the space area, then it would be associated with that. But because I'm creating it inside of meetings, it's now associated that. So what I can do is I can rename this and I can call this client name meeting notes. And then maybe this first page is the kickoff call, right? Kickoff call. Maybe it's the first call or onboarding call notes. Okay. Oops. Let's call it that. So then let's say we want to add a page. So this is the first one, but we want to add a page under there. And then let's call this, we'll rename. So I just clicked on the three dots and I want to rename this to June 9th. Oops. There we go. Okay, and we want it to be linked to the June 9th task. So I'm going to click on the task here and I'm going to hit June 9th. Now it's related to that. So now you can take the notes there. And then you would just add the plus sign. Maybe we want the June, obviously we want the June 16th one here. And then I'm going to go ahead and link to the June 16th. There we go. So now it's associated with that and you can, do the rest of the meeting. So you'll have your kickoff notes here. One of the great things about this is you can create tasks right from here. So let's say in the kickoff call, it's send client the Google folder link. Let's just say maybe part of your you forgot this as part of your onboarding process and you need to do that. So you can just highlight this, call it new task, say where you want it. We want to put it in the strategy. You can assign it. I'm going to go ahead and assign it to myself, set the due date. I'm going to go ahead and set the due date for today, and I'm going to hit create. So now it's created the task. It's going to tell us exactly, it's going to show us that it's in the task list. We can open it up, copy the link, remove from the remove mention. And if we want to go to it, we just click on it, and then it's going to go ahead and open the link for us. Not the link, the task, I'm sorry. Okay, so now I want to show you what it looks like when it is linked. So let's go to our meetings. Let's go to our list view here. And then I'm going to click on June 9th. And now you can see where we linked the task with the meeting notes. So you can click that open and see your notes. Anyway, so that is some use cases for note taking inside of ClickUp. Obviously, there's lots of different ways to do that. There's lots of different, if you want to take notes prior to planning out your projects, you can go right into the docs area and create a document that isn't associated anywhere, which is this one because it says in everything, meaning it's not associated with any specific space, folder, list, or task. And maybe you want to take notes before you sit down and start planning your project. That's another way to do that. So if you want to create a new doc and you have it here. Okay. And there's a lot that you can do within the docs. I'll be making another video going over more specifics about docs, but that is note taking inside of ClickUp. Again, my name is Amalie. I'm with Systematic Excellence Consulting. If you're looking for additional help and support to get your projects and processes into ClickUp, there's a link below for a free call. You're welcome to book a call, get on with me, and we can have a discussion to see if I can support you. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to check our future videos. Bye.